Hello everyone, I'm going to, you know that I got the new Sleek palette, what is it called, the Eye Divine palette in Rio Rio, and it's a limited edition. I'm not so keen with this palette as I thought I was going to be. And I don't think the shadows are not as good as previous palettes have been. I mean, look at these colours, look, really vibrant, bright colours. But when you want to work with them, I mean, that is this one. I mean, that was a really good swatch. And they're not very bright, vibrant. This green one, that comes up the best. This one here is a gorgeous well, not sparkly, but lovely sheen inner corner highlight. It's a lovely shadow, that one. But I've got, I don't know if you can tell, but I've got two different colours on my eyes this morning. But I find them extremely hard to work with. You load your brush up, you think, wow, I've got too much on there, and you tap it off, and you put it to your eye, dab it, and there's barely anything coming off. So I really loaded it up, and still, they're really hard to work with. If I lived in the US, and obviously this has been used, I would take it back to the shop and return it, saying that, you know, I didn't like it. But because we live in the UK, I am now stuck with this. I can't return it to Sleek because they won't. None of our companies will accept products that have been opened and especially used, unless it's faulty. Unless you can prove that it's faulty, you're stuck with it. I don't know whether I'm just going to put it to the back of my collection and keep it in my collection because it is a limited edition, or whether I might actually put it up on eBay and sell it. I'm that disappointed with it. And I was really looking forward to this one because I had the other one that came out, and I was really happy with that. Right, I'll show you what I've got. Look rather odd on my face. I have no face makeup on, so please excuse that. Right. That is the eye that I'm going to do for you on here because it has got the mascara on. This has my mascara on. I quite like it. But, you know, it took me ages to put my eye makeup on. On the lid of this one is this colour here. And it's this one. And also, on my finger and on my eye, look, two different colours. I'm sure it was that one. Wasn't that one? Yes, it was this one. But finger to eye, they look different. This one looks pink, that is coral. So I don't know what's gone wrong there. In the crease, I've got this quad from LA Colours, and I used this one. Which one did I use? This one. This one in the top row in the middle, well, sort of in the middle, the middle of those brown colours. I put that into my crease. Yeah, that one. Yeah, put that into my crease, so it gave me that little bit of a shine. I usually put matte into my brow bone, but I quite fancied that today. And then I used creme brulee, no, just brulee. Creme brulee is the MAC one. Brulee from Wet n Wild on my brow bone. I have no eyebrows on, please excuse that. And then underneath, I used a little bit of the colour that I put in my crease. So I thought while I was on, I'd just have a mess and give you two eyes there. I haven't put mascara on because I've got waterproof mascara and it's hard to get off. And I hate putting eyeshadow on when I have mascara on. I didn't put any eyeliner on. I thought I'd leave it fresh, and could just add mascara. I think I'll put brown mascara on with this, I think, and I think it'll be quite fresh for the summer, whereas this one's quite a more of a heavier look, and I have used black. Right, I'll tell you what I have on that eye, and then we ought to get going. I have this blue all over the lid. I have this colour on the inner corner, that's also on the inner corner there. In the socket I have this one in the socket. Oh, over this colour here. I put that down first. And then obviously on the brow bone is creme brulee. So we will start. Where's my eyelid primer? Oh no, we need to get rid of that first, don't we? Can't put that on over there. So there you go. My eyes are really sore this morning. Hay fever is playing up. Something awful. There we go. And I'll just dry that so we can get started. Just pat it gently. Oh, my eyes feel really swollen. Don't know if they are. They do look a bit puffy. Not too bad. Alright. Just going to use Elf Mineral. What is it? Eyelid primer. Quite like this. It really, I'm finding, when I usually, I've only just put this on in its middle of the afternoon, but I usually have my makeup on from about 8 in the morning till getting on for 8 in the evening. And this really, really holds your makeup, and it doesn't crease at all. Not on me anyway. I'm not going to say it's like that for everyone, because everyone's eyes are different, aren't they? Right, just putting the Wet n Wild Brulee all over where I've put down the eyelid primer. I find doing this gives a better, a smoother finish for the shadows to go on. I haven't got any sort of sticky patches or whatever. If I was going to use a loose pigment, I just put that down and not put down the brulee, and then you've got a sticky area to apply your pigment to. Helps it stay better. Right, I'm going to pick up this blue, and you will see. I'll show you how much I've picked up here. I don't know if you guys having to use a black brush, aren't I? I don't know if you can see. There is quite a lot on there, but it's, it really, see how it's going on. Look at that, Oh, before I go any further, I ought to put down my crease colour, didn't I? I'm getting before myself here. Put the crease colour in. I want to pin this fringe up a little bit. Just out of my way on that side. Just pop this in my crease and a little bit above. This just gives a little bit more depth to your crease, and helps like transition from the dark colours to the light you can use, I use various sort of shades to use. I sometimes use my Hoola bronzer. I've used my chocolate bronzer as crease colour. Various eyeshadows. You know, whatever works. I mean, it's whatever's sort of close to your. You want something that's close to your skin tone, but something that's going to give, you know, some sort of contrast. So I took this right into the corner of my eye. I mean, this is really taking some building up. You can see how patchy it is going on. I mean, I have a blue very similar to this in my Urban Decay Smoke palette, and it goes on as easy as anything. But saying that, these shadows usually go on as well as the Urban Decay ones, as if not better with some of them. Right. I've just done it up to the crease, up to the crease, yeah, up to the crease of my eye. I was right. And then I took a pencil brush, and I took, no, so that was the blue, and I used this one. And I just put it down into the crease, and I put a little bit on the outer corner here. See, that's going on really, I don't know. And then just blend it through. Just blend that corner there, got a little bit high. And then just keep blending until you're happy with the colour that you have. See, different colours go on better than others. That went on quite well. Sorry, I was in. I need a little tiny bit more on the outer corner there. Just keep blending until you're happy with it. Need a bit more blue putting back in. Oh, terrible sigh there, wasn't it? Sounded like I was bored. I don't know where that came from. Sorry. I didn't mean to sigh like that. Just sort of slipped out. Yeah, like that. And then I used small, what's this? It's one of the Real Techniques. It's the detail brush. Focus, come on. Can't even see where it is. Is it focused? Oh, I don't know. But take my word, it's the detail brush and it looks like that. And then I dipped into this light gold colour here. And I put that on the inner corner. And you had to layer this one up quite a bit. And then I put back in some more of the Brulee from Wet n Wild. Just to tone that colour in the brow bone. And it tones in the crease colour. Okay. Right. And then I used the Super Shock liner on a brush. And what I do is just, I don't know if I'm in focus there, yeah, probably not. Camera's not focusing brilliantly today. I just run that with the brush along the top of the pencil. Because these are so ends, you just can't get sharpened properly. Sorry, just about to cover you up, and then I just run that. It takes some building up, this too. Just doing a straight. I just thought I could have used my Eyebrow black pencil, never mind, or black felt tip liner pencil type thing. But I didn't want. Actually, that's the reason I didn't use that. That gives us such a definite, real dark black line with the felt tip, and I just wanted a soft. I knew there was a reason I did it this way. Just wanted a soft black line, nothing too heavy. There you go. And then, right, what am I going to do there? I'm going to put a little bit of the blue just on the ends of my eyeshadow brush and just run that gently underneath my eye, lower eyelid, like that. Just gently, and I've just gone on the inner corner. Just gone on the waterline with that. Right. There we go. And in the waterline, I'm going to put my scandalised pencil, which really needs sharpening, on the inner waterline. Like that. And then I need to curl my eyelashes. My eyelashes are atrocious. They are dropping out all over. Don't know what's wrong with them. Just gently. And then I'm using the Wet n Wild H2O in Blackest Black. Lashes on this side are much better than on the other side. But they're not good. Like that. Right. Just having a little bit of a tidy up of what I finished with out of the way. Right. I'm going to zoom. Oh. Yeah, I'm going to zoom you out. Wrong way. I always go the wrong way. Right, move this clip over a little bit. I'm just going to wet wipe and just run underneath there just to make sure I haven't got any eyeshadow all over my face. No, it hadn't dropped down because there wasn't enough to drop down, was there? Right, foundation, I'm going to use the Maybelline Instant Age in beige cashmere. And what I do with that, it's a wind up thingy, and I just spread it over my face like so. Get most of it where I want it. And then I use my buffing brush from Real Techniques. Sorry, that's got some foundation on from yesterday. Brushes need washing today. And then I just buff that into my skin. And really, really buff. The more you buff, the better. The more finished foundation looks, better it looks on your skin. I'm not scrubbing, you know, pulling at it. I'm going in round and round motions. And then on my forehead. And this is just my usual, I mix up the foundations a lot of the time, but this is my usual routine of how I do it. Some foundations, some BB creams, I put on with my fingers. Some work actually better with your fingers. But this one looks lovely when it's been, buffed in. Yeah, buffing it into your skin makes it look like your skin. But obviously better because it's covered up any areas that you aren't happy with. Need to put lid on something. There we go. Now I'm going to use the W7 camouflage kit. Can't speak. I need a brush because I haven't brought one, sorry, excuse me. Right. I am going to use my deluxe crease brush from Real Techniques, and I am going to use, under my eyes, I'm going to use this one here. I'll just put it on with my finger. And the thing is, when I wear blue eyeshadow, it makes my under eye circles stand out a heck of a lot more. Makes them look dreadful. So I'm just going to buff that in, do the same sort of thing with this as I've done with the big brush putting my foundation on. I don't know if you can see, or even though I concealed them, how blue they look. It seems to, and I did clean up underneath there, you saw me do that, so and then I am going to cover my little birthmark type mark. Can never get it covered completely. I've never found the right shade or right concealer to do it. And then I'm going to buff that in gently, not to remove it around too much. And then I'm going to cover my little lump that I have here. I don't know what that is. It comes up and gets bigger at the time of the month. Oh, sorry, my cushion's falling off my chair. At the time of the month, and then it'll go back down again. But it's not a spot. It doesn't come to a spot or anything. And I'm going to conceal around my nose because I get a little bit of redness around my nose. And blend that in. go. And then I am going to use my e.l.f. stippling brush, which I apologise is dirty. It's brush cleaning time. I would normally do them today because I don't usually wear, it's Sunday today, and I don't usually wear makeup on a Sunday, so usually it's brush cleaning day. But I wanted to get a video made doing you know, a couple of looks with you know, this eyeshadow palette. So I'm just going to dust lightly under my eyes and where I've put the concealer first, and then I just lightly dust the rest of my face. That foundation actually does dry down to quite a smooth, like a matte finish. It doesn't feel sticky, you know, like some foundations you put on and they still feel sort of like dampish, like all through the day. They don't. And if you want them to sort of not be dampish, I mean, I think that's called the dewy effect, isn't it? I think it's not for me. Right, just lightly dusted that round, and I'm not going to contour today. I'm going to dust round with my Estee Lauder bronzer. It's only a light coloured one, bronzing brush. So what I use is an Eco Tools brush. It just says Eco Tools, and it's just a fluffy, big, fluffy headed brush. I actually want a bigger one. I don't mind what make it is. I just could do with a bigger one. So I'm just going to dust that down my nose, across my cheeks. I'm really not good with bronzer. I don't quite, and on my end of my chin, I'm not quite sure where I'm just supposed to put it. So I just tend generally work on these areas first, in my chin, and then just gently buff it everywhere else. I'm not quite sure where I'm supposed to put bronzer, as you know, as a whole bronze face. I suppose bronzing is, I suppose it's your whole face, isn't it, really? And then when I've done that, I take it down my neck some, because my neck is white as usual. And that is me. That's what I do. It's nothing very much. And then for blush, I'm going to use Passion Pink from e.l.f. And it's just looks like that. And it's just a paley pink. Which finger was that on? That one. Paley pink, shiny, finished blush. I'm using I don't know, stippling brush, I think, from Real Techniques. A Real Techniques brush day, I think. So I'm just going to put that on my cheeks. You know, some people, I've seen a lot of people say, smile and put it on apples or cheeks. Right, I smile. I'm getting older. I think, actually, I think this applies with quite a lot of people. Even whether you're younger or older, when you smile, your cheeks don't stay off here. So, you know, if I put blusher on the apples of my cheeks, it's going to be right down here when I've finished. So what I tend to do is start at the back and work to there. So it's just like to about the middle of my eye in relation to my cheek. Obviously not up to my eye. And I feel that gives me my cheek. So right to the back. Oh, and when I put bronze, today I've got my ears covered with my hair. If I have my hair up, away from my ears, just remember to put bronzer on your ears or foundation, just a little bit, as otherwise you look really silly with white ears. So just blend that in. I think I need a little bit more on there. Like that. No, what? I'm not going to highlight because I feel that, you know, that blusher is quite shiny. I need to put my eyebrows on, and if you don't mind, I'm going to stand up off camera and do it. I won't be long, I hope. I hope you can still hear me talking. So I will try and be as quick as possible. I can't do my eyebrows sitting down and not get them, well, somewhere decent, I don't know. I am horrendously bad at doing my eyebrows. I just can't get them right, and they just never totally look right. I mean, I've tried powders and not got on with powders. I'm finding what I'm using now is the best thing that I've had for a while. Got the first one done perfectly, now I can't get the second one to match. It's always the same, isn't it? But what's the rhyme? What they say? It's your eyebrows are sisters, not twins. So there you go. They're not perfect. Far from being perfect. But there you go. That's my eyebrows. Not good. Oh, the pencil I'm using it's just called Eyebrow pencil, and it's in like this container, and it has a spoolie on the other end. Well, not a spoolie, a brush, eyebrow brush there, which I don't use. When I put my brow colour on, I use my ring finger just to smudge it through, and I find that works the best for me. Right, fringe down. Oh gosh, this fringe is driving me up the wall. I'm going to go back and complain and to ask him to put it right, because it is terrible. It's horrendous. There we go. I feel that bit in the middle is longer than anywhere else. Oh, where's my brush? Sorry about this, there's a lot of me fidgeting in here in this video. That's a bit better. Right, oh, I forgot my lip plumper. Excuse me again. Should have done this at the beginning of the video. I'm quite liking this. It's the Sally Hansen. Sally Hansen Plumping Lip Primer. It does tingle a little bit, but I feel that it does plump your lips up. What I usually do is put this on, or since I've been using it, which is only a few days, I actually put this on at the beginning of my putting my makeup on. And it gets a chance to work properly. Now I have two lip options. This is an elf lipstick from Eyes Lips Face, and it is in D29 Rosy Raisin, and it's like a neutral, just watch on the back of my hand, neutral pinky colour, beigey pink. Didn't want to go totally nude. Got no lip liner. Oh, I'm really ready for this video. I thought I got everything out. Gives a nude. Did I put mascara on there? I did, didn't I? Yes, I did. That's a nude sort of look. which makes it quite, you know, a nice daytime look. But I am going to put, so I'll give you another look at that. So that's a finished look there. Gosh, look at the bags. Terribly sorry. I'm going to rub that off. Put a tiny bit. I've just wiped that off with a wet wipe. But I can still feel it tingling a little bit, so I'll just pop a bit more back on. Like that. And then I've got this colour rush from Rimmel. It's the red one. Don't know what colour it is. The colour has rubbed off. And it's this red one. So I'll give you a swatch of that. So I'm going to pop that on. It's not a totally bright in-your-face red, but it is a nice red. And I sort of decided to put red with it at the end because I have red in my top. I say naughty me, I've got no lip liner. There you go. That's your other option. So I think, you know, that gives it a more dramatic type of look. And I think because the fact that I haven't contoured, so I haven't got the shading on my face. I think it actually looks a bit more dramatic. You know, I've got pale face, dark eyes, bright lip. So lipstick on my teeth. So I don't know. What do you think? My hair today is just in two little pigtails, you know, low pigtails with the see-through elastics, the little tiny ones that you get. I've got a sort of parting on the top, but at the back I haven't taken a comb and parted straight through. All I did was just parted my hair into two pieces on the side, because I didn't want a great big definite parting down the back. I think it looks, when you get older, I think it looks a bit sort of schoolgirly to have the great big parting all the way at the top and sort of, you know, tied tight, really neat. So it's just a bit like a bit of a scruffy pigtail look. If I try and move you down, you'll see what I mean. There you go, like that. And you can see the red in my top now. And obviously the top of my tattoo. But yeah, it's just in two pigtails like that. So there you go. I hope you've enjoyed this little like makeup. I don't call my makeup things tutorials because I don't feel that I'm teaching. I'm not teaching. I'm just showing you how I do things. So I just call them makeup looks. So I hope you enjoyed my makeup look, and I hope you pick up some tips. And I'll see you again in another video. Bye for now.